Hey guys, welcome back to GWN. I'm Noctir, your host. We're streaming live today, and I'm on the dev build. Got the latest and greatest dev build up. We're going to talk a little bit about the update, specifically the balance changes that they just recently announced. Was it yesterday? What is today? Is today Friday? I think today's Friday. Yeah, so they just recently announced a bunch of changes. New levels and balancing. And I talked a little bit yesterday in a video about what's going on with the builder base and the battle machine and the giant cannon. We'll talk about that a little bit more later on. But today I wanted to talk about the home village a bit. And let's take a look at some of the things that are going on the home village. So first and foremost, we have new levels for the archer tower and the cannon. And we'll zoom in on that so you can see them. There is the level 17 archer tower. And you can see level 17 cannon sitting right there next to it as well. The stats are fairly straightforward. Not too terrible bad. We're up to DPS of 122 and hit points of 1430. The upgrade cost is 12 million. And then on the cannon, also 12 million. And our DPS goes up to 132 and 1740. So not too shabby. It's pretty close to where we were before they made the changes in that last update where they buffed the... oh my gosh, I hate it when I can't think of a word. When they buffed the Expo and the mortars. So that's not too bad. Double cannon... There's one of them right there. You can see what it looks like as well. And the info on that, hit points are still 1740 and 105 damage per hit, as opposed to the DPS of 132 on the thing. So not too bad. Not too bad. At some point, I gotta wonder if these gear ups are going to become something a little bit stronger than their less evil counterparts. 132, 1740, 178, and 1740. I don't know. Yeah, I guess, and we'll get to the updates on the Builder Hall in just a minute. I talked about that in a video yesterday. I mentioned it a few minutes ago. The changes are to the giant cannon and the battle machine and the way they interact. And I showed some before and after video footage on that one too. Yeah, having the dev build is pretty nice. I definitely like it. It took me a long time to get it though. I mean, I was doing this for a year before I finally got it. So, and it's really been a blast. I've learned a lot about how some of the things happen on the back end, and how Supercell does some of the things they do. It really is impressive. These guys love their game, and they really get into it. The changes they make, they're really meticulous. Every once in a while, we get something like the bat spell, sure, where you don't know what it's going to be like when it gets out in the wild, but even still, I mean, they are so all over it. They really are a great bunch of guys. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the other things. Troop levels. We've got to change to the witch. We get a level 5 witch now. And there's numbers for her. Upgrade is 200,000 dark elixir. Takes 2 weeks, 14 days. And we get a DPS of 180, hit points of 480. It's 275 D to cook them. And she now max summons 14 units. As opposed to, what was it before? Was it 12? I'd have to look at what it was for the level 4 again. Training time is a little bit more, 3 minutes. Taking a look at the Hog Rider. Here he is. Also, 240,000 dark elixir to get him to level 9, which, wow. 240,000 dark elixir is a lot. 161 DPS, 920 hit points, 120 DE to train him up, and it takes 45 seconds. That is ridiculous fast for training up the Hog Rider. That is awesome. Now, on the Ice Golem, and I don't know, let's take a look, see if they've got it in here or not. No, they just got the normal numbers in here. So we've got a level 5 Ice Golem. And it's 200,000 Dark Elixir to upgrade. Takes 14 days. DPS is 30 or is 40, and the HP is 3,400. So a little bit of a bump there. From an offense perspective, I still have not been able to make the Ice Golem work for me. I have tried over and over again. I came up with like the Froweeva that I was running for a little while there, practicing with that. You can see that at the bottom of my quick trains here on the dev build. It doesn't work for me yet. I really want to see a boost to the HP. I'd like to see him get a little bit closer up to where the regular Golem is. But those are the changes offensively to the Ice Golem. Now on the defense side, they are going to reduce the size of the freeze spell radius by 36%. And then the length of time that it lasts when he's in a clan castle. And again, this is all defensive. It comes down to 2.5 to 3.5 seconds from level 1 to 5, going up in increments of a quarter second. So that's a pretty significant change to what he can do in the clan castle on defense. The other big change defensively is the tornado trap. Tornado Trap's duration has gone from, well, level 1, 2, and 3, it's gone from 6, 8, and 10 seconds to 5, 6, and 7 seconds. So pretty hefty reduction there. That's right about a third off the top end there for the level 3 one. So things are not going to spend as much time in the Tornado Trap. And I don't know, I've fiddled with it a little bit, but to be perfectly honest, yeah, this is the dev build, guys. To be perfectly honest, I've never really had a problem with a Tornado Trap when I've been attacking. It's just never really been a big issue for me. But a lot of people really hated it and the amount of time that you got stuck in the thing. So they've reduced that a little bit in this upcoming release. And let's see, one other thing that they did announce was the wall breaker and the bombs. So let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, wall breaker's HP has gone up quite a bit. So level 5, 6, 7, 8, you go from 42, 54, 62, 70. So, you know, right about 8 or 10 each, to 53, 72, 82, 92. So the top level... Whoops, it's got a balloon up. Let's try the wall breaker, dummy. So the top level wall breaker is going to go from 70 to 92 HP. And that's not bad. You know, 92 HP, let's take a look at some of the other troops. Taking a look at your archer, for example, you know, her HP, she's only 52. So, you know, he's stronger than an archer. What's a barbarian? I think he's 205. So he's about half as strong as a barbarian. So a little bit more juice there to get him up to the wall and let him maybe survive a hit or two, which is really good. Bombs, however, are going to be causing some more damage. And let's see here. Where is a bomb? There's one. Okay. Level 7 bombs go from 63 to 72, and level 8 goes from 72 to 92. So pretty big jump for the level 8 bombs. They're definitely going to be a much, much bigger hit there. And that is all of the balancing changes as far as I can remember. Let me take a look here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. You know, on the home village, that would be all of the balancing changes. And we already talked about some of the economy changes. Talked about that in a previous one. What? A new button? I don't see a new button. What are you talking about? There's no new button. Shh. But we've got we've got a lot of economy changes coming down the line here on all the troops, all of the buildings, both defense and offense and resource, army, everything. If you go on to forum.supercell.com and hit the Clash of Clans forum there is they showed it to us first in a spreadsheet. It was like 4 pages long. It's huge. There is a long, long, long list of economy changes that are coming up in this update. So that is going to be great for anybody that's at a lower level. Taking a look through it, most of them are town halls. Yeah, they're lower town halls for the main part. 8, 9, 10, occasionally 11. Not a whole lot in here for Town Hall 12 and the economy changes, but you wouldn't expect that. I mean, let's be realistic. That wouldn't make any sense to do a lot for Town Hall 12 because Town Hall 12 is the newest Town Hall. But not really going to show you much on the build for those for obvious reasons. Let's see here. Yeah, CC defense drop with Ice Golem. We talked about that already, guys. That drop is reducing the time from 4 to 7 seconds all the way down to 2.5, 2 3/4, 3 seconds, 3 1/4, and 3 1/2. So the newest level of Ice Golem is actually coming down to about what half of it would have otherwise been. And the freeze radius has been changed as well. For the offensive side, it's about 1/3 bigger than what it was before. When is the update coming? Okay, so let's talk about what we know about that. Darian said in his AMA that it would not be in March, but it would be in April. We know that the 30v30 CWL change they announced a few weeks ago will also be in this upcoming CWL. And we know that CWL signups begin, I think it's April 1st, or like, I don't know, like 9 days away or something like that. So if they stick to all of that, I think we're looking at this update dropping at the beginning of April. The question is, can they drop the CWL update before they drop the code update that has all these other things? And that I honestly don't know. I don't know if they've got that set up on the server side or not. And if they do, then yeah, the update could be a little bit later, like say maybe mid-April. But just the way they keep talking about it, I think it's going to be sooner. I don't think it's going to be that late. I think it's going to be sooner. Talking about the builder base. And we talked about some of the changes on the builder base with what happens with the giant cannon, which I'm still loving watching that battle machine go up against the giant cannon. That was just awesome. Let me see here. I'll show it to you guys again. Give me just 1 second here to set one up. We'll move a giant cannon out here. And I'm going to put something in front of it. We'll say, there we go. We'll put a gold storage in front of it. The wonders of having 2 tablets. There we go. So let's take another look at this. Nah, I don't care about that. All right, so here we go. We got the giant cannon with an obstacle in front of it that our battle machine have to work on. It looks like, yeah, I think, well, we're on the dev build, so this is not how it normally looks, guys. But it'll work for what we need to do here. Look at that. That just amazes me. He's going to get all the way through that and go over and beat up on the giant cannon. Isn't that awesome, guys? That is just fantastic. I mean, this is a game changer. Let's have a little fun. What happens when we unleash like a gazillion barbarians? It's a glitch in the dev build. It's not real, guys. Yes, I've got 20 army cams. This is Builder Hall 22. Yeah, the next time I do it, everything will be where it's supposed to be. There was one that I had where, what was it? There was like 2 multi-mortars and 4 of the archer towers. All kinds of weird things happen on this from time to time. Jake, I don't know what you're talking about. A new left option in the game. I can't see anything like that. Surely there's nothing there. And of course, I might be able to talk about that on maybe Monday. That thing that doesn't exist. Shh. Be quiet. It doesn't happen. So let's see how this works with a semi-real attack against this. There we go. It's normal. Is Battle Machine back? Yes, he is. So let's try a normal attack. It's funny seeing my base on the dev build. It's kind of cool. See, now we got the normal number of camps. So we are going to set the Battle Machine in motion on the side there. Drop all of those. Uh-oh, it just glitched. Hang on, guys. We have to restart it. That's what happens sometimes when you're working with a test build. How to get the dev build. Some content creators can sign a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and Supercell will give you access to it. It's one of those things where you reach out to the community manager, and you keep on reaching out to them until finally they reply. It took me almost a year. It took me about a year to get the dev build. And I think I got it because I've just been so heavy into the builder base. Everybody kind of came to know my online channel with the builder base. Jake, I don't know anything about a new left option in the game. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything, man. Yeah, give it a try. I mean, it doesn't hurt. The worst they can do is say no or not respond for a while, depending on how big your channel is and your following. Attack with Grand Army? I don't know what the Grand Army is. This is just kind of a standard generic attack. Hey, you see there, it hit it, but didn't do much damage. See, this is the thing. A lot of people are thinking that this is going to mean more 3 stars, and that's really not the case. The reality is, yeah, now we finally have a hero that can actually work as a hero, which is good. Oh, Ground Army. Okay, I'll try one. It's good that we've got a hero now. We finally have, the Battle Machine able to do things again. But that doesn't mean the 3-star rate's going to change as much, because all those other defenses are still going to be what's taking it out. I mean, take, for example, that attack I just ran. It wasn't the giant cannon that would have done him in. It was all the other stuff that was actually, really causing all the damage to the Battle Machine. So that's what to expect. Somebody asked about the Dark Clouds. You go into the settings, more settings, use Dark Clouds and Home Village, turn that on, and then when you transition, let's let's see if I can do... let me try to do a friendly challenge on the home village. Yeah, you see those clouds? They were darker. That's the new dark clouds thing. Bum 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 bum. How do I want to? I don't know. Well, let's just spam this one. We'll drop our queen down in the corner. Get him working his way in. Drop that there. Drop that there. What am I doing with lightning spells? How do I get lightning spells? What the heck am I doing with lightning spells? Hero animation change. I don't know. Haven't heard anything about that. Are you guys finding leaks somewhere? That must be it. It's leaks, right? Unsubstantiated leaks. Attack right side, new task option. Godson! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Godson leaked about it. I think they did move a couple of the buttons around, Jake. Carbon Fin too? Oh my gosh, what about Galadon? Did he say something too? Did he show something like that? Hey, I got a star. Yeah, they moved the buttons around a little bit. I mean, you got your events, news, and for you thing over there. It was just moved down to kind of balance out the bottom a little bit, I think. Is the Night Village meta going to change a lot after this new update? I don't think it will a whole lot. I really think that what's going to happen with this change is you're going to see a lot more 2 stars, where some of the lower level or less experienced players are getting 1 stars. Simply because the battle machine will survive now. You won't just, get knocked out on his way at any base. So I do think that's going to happen. I think that bases are going to start to close up because now the battle machine actually can do damage. So if your base is open, like say this one is, for example, you stand a much greater chance of having problems. So I think that's going to change the meta. Really, the big question I have is what's going to happen. Let me get these started here. Sorry, guys. I can't think and play at the same time. The big question I have is what's going to happen later on down the line. Are we looking at a possible nerf eventually here? Which would make sense to me because eventually I think we are going to see that the battle machine is just a little bit too strong and something's going to need to be done about it. See, there we go again. He was taken out and not by the giant cannon. But we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, there's no other change on the builder base. I mean, honestly, I'm just spamming troops, I know, but they're still the same as they were before. The defenses are all the same. It's just the giant cannon isn't crucifying the battle machine like he was before. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. How did I... It's been a while since I did a Bard or a big Bard on it. Actually, you know what? Let's just do super P.E.K.K.A.s. And 4 giants. Yeah, at least the battle machine walked all over the place. I don't know what the heck he thinks he's going for. That was crazy. He's just walking everywhere. Yeah, same old builder base. Same crazy AI, etc., etc. Take a barbarian cancer. Yeah, I mean, the best thing to use against that is a big Bart, which is using a bomber to break down the walls. Let's see here. That would be the best to take against that, or to swap out your giants with rage barbarians. You can also just do barbarian carts or bombarian carts with a bomber. Either one of those would work well against it. I just haven't done it in a long time. I've been just using air to work my way through the game, so I haven't used a bombarian cart in so long I don't know that I could even do it. Be a total crash and burn. Let's try it. Bombarian cars from the top is the best way to go on this one. I don't know if I can do it, guys, but we'll see what happens. I'm way rusty. So let's see here. Yeah, we're not going to make it past the crushers. So usually I run it with I run it as a big Bart with a giant in there. Actually, I got a fair percentage. Coming in from the corner or down at the bottom, you end up running into problems with that roaster. Like I said, I haven't tried these attacks in a long time. I've been really anxious for Builder Hall 9. But with this change in the battle machine, I'm going to jump back into it. Alright, let's try this from the corner. Ah, my timing is off on that stupid crusher. Oh well. Told you I haven't tried this in a long time. More than anything else, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the changes, which obviously you guys have gotten to see now. I mean, I showed you what was going on with the battle machine and the big change on the giant cannon there. That's huge. Absolutely, absolutely huge, which is awesome. And I'll begin playing more with that here shortly. Next month after the update drops, I'm gonna start re-releasing some of my guides that I've put out for the various other versions of the levels, the Builder Hall 5, 6, 7, 8 guides that I've posted, and also I'm gonna do some more on some of the strats. So we'll have that to look forward to. How much time we been on? About a half hour. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see here. There's your double cannon, single cannon, archer towers. I think that covers it all, guys. That is pretty much the spring update. Balance changes. Talked about the dark cloud settings. Yep. So I guess on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. This was just meant to be a a quick little video talking about those balance changes that were announced yesterday. Be sure to check out the 5-6 minute video I put up on just the battle machine and giant cannon. I think that's the one I'm the most excited about. I think that really shows it pretty well with both long distance as well as close and behind a wall and so forth. It's only taken about maybe 5% or so of the battle machine's health, and that's a huge difference. So thanks a lot for hanging out with me for a little bit today, and I'll be back over the next few days with some more videos. And at the beginning of the week, I think we might have another sneak peek coming your way. So definitely pop back through and stay tuned. Talk to y'all later. Keep on clashing. Bye-bye.